InspIS DATA is the major information system of the Czech School Inspectorate. The system serves mainly for collection and evaluation of the data connected to all activities of the organization. It also contains and takes over data from information systems of other ministries or departments. Thanks to that, the system is able to carry out extensive and indeed complex quality analysis of educational systems in the broad context of related factors. The system is accessible to various users, not exclusively for the Czech School Inspectorate, mainly for schools which enter data to the system. They run some of their agenda in it, or they make use of the system by receiving useful data in the form of electronic reports. Data collection in the system is based on the principle of filling in electronic forms, which feature various thematic focus and can be easily created from within the system. The practical use of the form could be manipulated in accordance with many different factors. Particular questions could be hidden or, on the contrary, be made visible to various users depending on a process, context, or already entered data. Obligatory selection of an answer or specification of its form, format, eventually allowed interval of values can be preset. Whatever need for new data collection occurs, it is a matter of several minutes to create new appropriate application form. After that, the data collection linked to relevant respondents can be immediately launched. The school inspection employees are usually the respondents. They fill in the forms with data from their observations and findings acquired during their inspection activities carried out at the schools. Also, school management could possibly be among the respondents. In anonymous surveys, respondents would also be teachers, pupils, or their legal representatives. In such cases, data can be collected directly into the system without any involvement and attendance of the Czech School Inspectorate employees in the school. The system also features an interface for creating so-called workflow, which could be imagined as process maps commonly represented by evolutionary diagrams. By the means of workflow, the system manages the process of data collection into forms, eventually attaching document attachments and further activities. In this way, it can be regulated who gets or contrarily loses access to the data in a particular phase, or who receives an email notification. Using further tools, data validity can be automatically controlled and enforced. There is also an option of launching any interaction from a different information system. Using the created forms and workflow, any data collection from the registered subjects could be carried out. This happens through so-called events, which can be imagined as files including overview of the steps carried out, information about engagement of personal and non-personal resources, particular forms, tasks for involved implementers, the list of document attachments and specification of their types, overview of related events. The organized data can be assessed in real time in two ways. The first one makes use of an analytical module through which any data matrix can be constructed, including data from chosen forms from events according to the selected conditions. The second possibility would be using reports which could be arbitrarily created within the system. With the reports, it is possible to assess any data according to your own criteria. It does not refer only to the data from the forms. Metadata from particular processes could be assessed as well. This can be used while monitoring the performed activity in order to facilitate the activity planning, while controlling the organization's achievements, or while assessing the effectiveness of the used personal and non-personal resources. The InspIS data system also provides tools for automatic data exchange. Thanks to this integrated interface, it is also possible to acquire data from school information systems, or to ensure automatic data exchange with other information systems. The information system InspIS SET was created by the Czech School Inspection with the aim of verification of pupils' results. The system includes a module of certified testing, which is being used by the Czech School Inspection for regular monitoring of pupils' results as part of the inspection activities carried out at schools. The other module which the system features is the module of school testing, which serves schools for arbitrary usage. Schools can carry out their own electronic testing. The last module for home testing is available for all users. In the school testing module, thousands of test assignments and whole tests in various subjects and areas are prepared. Schools can arbitrarily make use of these assignments and tests or create their own. They can carry out the tests with all the comfort coming with electronic implementation and following evaluation, which the system usually automatically provides. The electronic test may include various types of assignments. Individual assignments may include various tasks connected to listening, videos, or pictures. The easiest assignment type is a closed assignment with multiple choice questions. A picture map, where part of the picture is chosen as an answer, represents another assignment type. More difficult assignment types include the one where we have to write and fill in the whole answer, or select the correct answer out of a choice of answers. Among other types of assignments, we can find tasks aimed at matching, connecting, or ordering terms or pictures. Also, open assignments can be incorporated into the tests. Those are assessed by teachers who allot certain points according to correctness of the answer. Other assignment types are being assessed automatically. In case of assignments which are not suitable for electronic testing, the system allows a combination of electronic testing and classic pen-paper format. A teacher who is not content with a growing database of assignments and ready-made tests may produce his or her own tests. There are tools available which enable the teacher to automatically shift the order of the assignments in particular tests, or to alternate different assignments with similar content and difficulty level. It is also possible to create so-called adaptive tests, in which a particular assignment list depends on running the results from the previous parts of the test. Immediately after the completion of the test, each pupil receives information about his or her overall success rate. Afterwards, the system generates further detailed result sets. It includes mainly a success rate analysis connected to the whole test as well as to its sections, including an interpretation of the displayed figures. Another result set presents a success rate analysis referring to the particular assignments which were a part of the test. The last output is the certificate, a PDF document which contains complete instructions of the assigned test. Selected answers are highlighted. If the answers were not correct or were left unanswered, the document shows the correct ones. At the end of this document, all the above-mentioned success rate assessments are indicated. These outputs are accessible also to legal representatives and to the school, which receives even further aggregated outputs, eventually also comparison with anonymous results from other schools. The InspIS SET system also offers a modern user interface in the form of an application for mobile devices with Apple, Android, and Windows platforms. The application InspIS SET Mobile can be freely downloaded in all application libraries. The InspIS ŠVP information system developed by the Czech School Inspectorate has been established with the purpose of providing schools with an effective tool for creating a school educational program. The school educational program is a fundamental school document which describes how education is organized in the particular study field and particular school within the parameters which the state has appointed through the framework of educational programs. Thanks to the system, authors of school educational programs can fully concentrate on the content of the document during the process of creating it. And the system itself is able to control formal requirements if they comply with the associated wider document framework educational program which is defined by the state. Creating the school educational program starts with filling in the electronic application form. The application form includes questions. After answering these questions, the system creates an outline of the document into which relevant texts are generated. They should meet the minimum requirements of the given framework educational program. These texts may be supplemented or adjusted by the user. The system offers a tool for composition of teaching plans, which include areas and subjects to be taught. Both within this tool and consequent tools, the system ensures that the compulsory number of hours, inter-subject relations, and further requirements are met. Another useful tool enables users to assign compulsory outputs coming from the framework educational program. This tool refers to particular subjects in individual school grades, and this helps setting up outputs of the school educational program and curriculum. Thus, the system ensures that the user does not forget to include some of the expected outputs. While creating a school educational program, it is recommended to use the complex control tool for validation of the school educational program as a whole. Thanks to this tool and to colorful indications, it is possible to find out in which part of the educational program the system found inconsistency with adequate framework educational program or with other rules. The user can receive a detailed overview about the particular extracts and parts which show the inconsistency. Those are shown by a red indicator. The system also enables users to gain detailed information about the specification of the Discord. The user can then easily make the corrections and afterwards launch a new control. In this way, all identified mistakes will successfully be removed. This can be applied even in the case of a valid school educational program, which is supposed to be modified, for example, due to a revision of the framework educational program. At the moment, when the tools of automatic control do not register any more problems, it is suitable to generate the complete document, the whole school educational program. The system also allows users to see it continuously during the process of writing it. Final outputs are made available in several formats. Before finalizing the document, a graphic template can be introduced according to which the final document will be formed. In this way, visual school identity components can be added. The whole content of the document is set up by the system, including formatting the content, texts, and charts. The user may change these elements at their own choice, either retrospectively in the system or in the document itself. The InspIS Portal Information System has been developed by the Czech School Inspectorate to meet the needs of the general public, specifically for parents who are searching for a suitable school for their children. The system gathers all this complex, structured information about every school in the Czech Republic into one place. The system also allows schools to create and administer their own school webpage. To search for relevant matching schools, various filtering criteria can be used. These filters allow users to search for a particular school via its name or address. It is also possible to use a map upon which the user's address can be marked, and the system will then search for all schools of a particular type within, for example, 15 kilometers. As a result of the search, users receive a list of links to school profiles which correspond to their criteria. Profiles can vary based on the range of information available. But every school profile includes basic information and the inspection reports from the Czech School Inspectorate referring to their school. In addition, we can limit the selection list only to schools with more detailed information in their profile. School profiles include the following information: basic contact data from the school register, inspection reports from the Czech School Inspectorate, resulting from inspections carried out during the last 10 years, as well as detailed information about all the activities in which the school is engaged. The scope of this information is truly vast. Information such as the following could be introduced: location of the school within the town, its ease of access to transport networks, open day dates, official documents such as the school curriculum, school rules, and so on may be made available for download. Furthermore, the school specialization, its projects, information on teaching methods in particular subjects, for instance, languages, school facilities, means of communication with parents, the accessibility of the premises or facilities for leisure use. Other information could also be made available, for example, school canteen services. Beside the aforementioned basic school search, another more detailed filter may be applied. When searching for a school specializing in teaching physically disabled children, the user can search for all the schools listed as barrier-free. The system offers wider options for filtering using such criteria. When relevant schools are matched, then further information can be found on the particular school's profile. Secondary schools and vocational schools can be searched for according to the study field which they offer.